Well, 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 well. Surprise, 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 surprise. Little Tay or her team or whoever is associated with her, her parents, her pets, whoever, lied about her death. And this is kind of crazy that someone, I don't know what type of sick, twisted human being would ever want to take advantage of not only a 14-year-old girl, but of a 14-year-old girl's death. I just can't fathom and think about the type of sick, twisted mentality of some people. And look, all fingers are pointing at her, but at the end of the day, Lil Tay was always nothing more than just a pawn. She was always just a piece on a chessboard being moved by other people, being moved by other people's hands. In this case, who are mostly adults. I cannot think of someone who would do something like this. This is cause for outrage. It's like, who would take advantage of a child's death? Maybe not I don't care at this point. It's like Lil Tay has done a lot of controversial things over the years of when she was young. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, this is clearly not okay. This is clearly not okay. And I also waited. I waited until more information came out before I made a video about it, because I recorded the audio for the video for about Lil Tay's death when her death was announced. And I was like, I'm gonna give it a day or two and see what happens, because I'm not sure if this is real or not. Then come to find out, literally a day later, it comes out that all of this is now fake. All of this is staged. Now, the only thing is, after this aftermath, there's going to be a bunch of accusations, and who is going to be to blame? Because people are going to say, no, you can't blame Lil Tay, she's only 14, or she's still a minor, she's still young. But it's like, at this point, it's like, Lil Tay has always been a pawn. But like, at the same time, it's like, who must take responsibility for all of this backlash? Like, the people who are hiding behind her persona and hiding behind everything need to come forward, because this is seriously the last straw. There's no way they can move forward from anything now, because Lil Tay there's no way they can make a big comeback. And apparently there was some cryptocurrency that they wanted to start, and now it's like people are making light of death, which is not anything to laugh about. Like, it's the same case of like people who faked cancer for money. Even though you were okay the whole time, it still doesn't nullify the fact that you used a very bad disease that has very indiscriminately killed people. And now you're gonna take advantage of a child's death for clout. I don't understand why you couldn't have just made a comeback and said, hey, I'm Lil Tay, I'm back. But instead you try and use a child's death for clout. And me, I don't know. Cancel culture, everyone says cancel culture is a bad thing. But look, in this case, I believe this deserves a lot more investigation. This deserves a lot more investigation. And people need to, this case needs to be investigated. I feel like Child Protective Services and all these people need to be called in to see what exactly is going on. What is going on in Lil Tay's house or in her life with her parents and her family? Has everything from the start to finish been orchestrated with, I don't know, maybe her parents' problems and divorces and stuff? Has everything been fabricated? We don't know. I don't know. But at this point, I can't believe I ever felt a certain way about this. Like, how can you take advantage of people's human decency and make them feel stupid for feeling sorry for someone? Man, what a world we live in. What a world we live in. Oh, what a world we live in. I don't know, hey. At this point, I'm beginning not to feel, I'm getting desensitized to feeling sorry towards people. When I see and hear about deaths, violence and everything, I just shrug my shoulders and say that's the way it is. But I feel stupid for ever feeling sorry for certain people, or in this case these people, because we don't know who's in charge. But anyway, I will keep my eye out on what happens further. But I went a little bit hard in on this because I'm honestly disgusted at this behavior. But I want to know who's responsible for it. I don't want to carry on pointing fingers at people, because that's why I waited. But this is Controversial signing off. Goodbye.